Hyundai's bold new Kona aims to cause quite a stir in the compact SUV market. But with rivals like Toyota's CHR and VW's T-Cross, it needs to do quite a lot to please its target audience. So today, we want to find out if this new Kona is a big thumbs up, or perhaps it's a bit of a icon. From the back, it doesn't seem like much has changed with the new Kona, but it's when you get here up front, this is where you see where all the big changes have been made. From headlights to grille to the entire bumper, the whole front end of the Kona has been completely redesigned. And dare I say it, I see a little bit of Lamborghini Urus. Who would have thought?
Now, we doubt there were cribbing notes from Lamborghini because Hyundai's new design approach is truly daring and unique. The Kona is just an update, so they couldn't go to town. But they certainly have on their latest models, like the new Tucson and the all-electric Ioniq 5, which showcases the brand's complete U-turn in their design philosophy. It's worth mentioning that you can also option an N-line trim, which will give your Kona that sporty touch whilst whetting your appetite for the bonkers Kona N, featuring i30N power, which has been confirmed for our market.
Looking at the Kona from the outside and how bold it is, you'd expect this car to be just as crazy on the inside, but it's quite strange, it's not the case here. Look, this is not a bad cabin whatsoever. With the exception of a bit of plastic here and there, this car seems like it's going to last a very long time based on the inside. But I can't help but feel that it's a little bit boring inside here. That being said, there still are some good creature comforts. For instance, you've got a touchscreen infotainment system that gives you Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, you've got Drive Select, you've got USB input, and you've got cruise control. One very nifty feature is the Drive Select button over here. This allows you to change different modes in your vehicle, but you can also change how the traction control system works and plays with different terrains. So you've got dirt, you've got snow, you've got sport, you've got different types of modes that go beyond the normal comfort, eco, sport mode. So there are a lot of good tech features on this vehicle, but overall, I'm a little bit underwhelmed. The first thing you notice when you jump in the new Hyundai Kona is just how pliant the ride quality is. Now, this vehicle may seem very sporty on the outside, but it is very soft and cushy when you're driving it. And a lot of that has got to do with the tires that this car rides on. It's currently riding on 235, 45, 18 tires. And that makes a huge difference because you've got a thick profile to work with. And I must tell you, that makes a huge difference with your day-to-day driving experience. Next up is the engine that this vehicle uses. You've got a choice of a 2-litre normally aspirated engine, or you've got what I've got here, which is a 1.6 turbocharged engine, and that makes a huge difference to your driving experience. This vehicle produces 146 kilowatts and 265 newton meters. Yes, you heard that correctly. This vehicle makes almost Polo GTI-like power. Now, most people who are going to buy a car like this aren't going to use all that power. So I'm pretty sure if you're even driving the normal 2-litre normally aspirated engine, it would work quite nicely for your day-to-day driving experience. Thankfully, this car is also mated to a double-clutch gearbox. The 2-litre Executive is rather mated to a CVT, so the driving experience feels a little bit more like what you're used to. It's not that CVT drone that we always get in these cars. Instead, this double-clutch works quite nicely, it's quite direct, and for a normal driving application, or even on the open road, it does work quite nicely. When you consider the Hyundai Kona against its rivals, you quickly realize that it really does have a lot to offer. Hyundai claims that this vehicle competes with the likes of a T-Roc, but if you look at it from a pricing perspective, it competes more with the likes of a Toyota CHR and a T-Cross. And yes, due to its styling, it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but because it's so different, it is quite a refreshing drink. So is the new Hyundai Kona a thumbs up or an icon? Personally, I'd give it a thumbs up.